once it turned to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to it's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hate it or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, Wentz. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Rashad Perriman, 55 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to wind up and air it out into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. And now out come the Patriots. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. To throw now on 2nd and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll drop to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. But he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
He'll get it up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. And his pass incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. Returnable for Dorsett. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
This complete to Lockett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Returnable for Dorsett. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Wentz to throw on second down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? I
think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Wentz out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. To throw, it's Wentz. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And now it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for touchback. They begin with Michel on the ground and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On play action, they'll throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Leopard!
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Fletcher Cox able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 1:57 to go in this 1st half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Sunday.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Wentz. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Wentz now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
Go. Lady. Lion. Run.
Wentz going to throw. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They go play action here on first down. And now here's another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Run.
Wentz now on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, it's Black. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will make the lead now 26. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere.
Right, now,
and so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll check this one down to Michelle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. It's caught. Lockett. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there for New England. 44 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a first down carry, it's Michelle. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
4 down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone, we're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, good move. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he lost the football. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I'm bringing it to you. Great. Go. 120.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. 81. Black, come on. Hey, stat. Here, sit. Run.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team once more. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Returnable for Dorsett. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now let's go. 319.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Mills, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
120! For Tokyo! Check 3, check 3, check 4 Tokyo!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Go. 120.
Watch the run. That's soft, baby. That's big soft.
Hey, stack.
Kill.
82. Great.
Mike 7.
Gold.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there now.
Great.
Mike 7.
Let's
On second down, here's Wentz. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Returnable for Dorsett. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well,
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll run. And the ball is knocked out. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
on plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's got Lockett. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent. Defensive football 101.
Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
It's complete to Lockett. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. Around the NFL, they're in the fourth now in Green Bay. And it was the Packers who were able to come away with a victory there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A win would be their second on the young season. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing Week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Philadelphia, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the